And are you employed as a barmaid at the Three Aces public house in Perth Street, London?
I am.
And is it possible to see the Lantern Garage from the window of your bar?
Oh, yes. It's only about 30 yards away down the street, and it's all lit up at night.
There are 4 accused here, Miss Barker. Would you look at them and tell his lordship and the members of the jury if you've ever seen any of them before?
Yes. They all came into the bar on the evening of January the 15th. It was about 20 to 11. When they sat down, I couldn't see what they were doing. But a few minutes later, I had to go out and collect some pots.
There's nothing to worry about.
I'm not worried.
It's a garage like any other garage. Just do what you're told and you can't go wrong. Now, come on, let's have it away.
Yeah, I'll stand it like this.
Look at this cigarette packet, would you? Do you recognize it?
Yes, this is the one.
You see the drawing on it. Did you see who did that drawing?
Yes, it was that one.
And what were the others doing while he was making the drawing?
Oh, they kept looking at the garage.
I wonder if the usher would show that to the members of the jury, please. Members of the jury, you will see that there are 2 little drawings like petrol pumps in front of a building. Miss Barker, how many petrol pumps are there in front of the Lantern Garage?
There are 2. I thought they were drawing the garage. I thought, trouble, as soon as I saw them.
And what did you do the following morning?
Oh, I got in touch with the police, and the detective found the plan in one of the dustbins.
Thank you, Miss Barker.
I thought, oh, trouble as soon as I saw them. That's what you just said. Why did you think trouble, Miss Barker?
I'm expecting trouble all the time in that district.
Let me put this to you, Miss Barker. If an identical situation had arisen and the 4 defendants had been dressed in city suits with their hair cropped, you wouldn't have thought trouble then.
Oh, no, of course not. I know this type.
No more questions?
I'm a little surprised, Mr. Montgomery, that you've no further questions to ask this witness, either about the cigarette packet, or the conversation about the garage, or the defendants looking through the windows.
No, my lad. I accept the witness's statements on these matters. I have no further questions.
Neither have I, my lord. Thank you, Miss Barker. My lord, members of the jury, that is the case for the prosecution.
We're past time, Mr. Webster, so I shall adjourn.
Be upstanding. All persons having anything further to do before my lords, the Queen's justices...
I knew that cigarette packet would do it. He hasn't got a case now and he knows it. We'll get a decision here tomorrow. Phone Hodgkinson, tell him we'll be able to take that brief next time. Right.
You lost the knife.
I told you I lost it the following day.
Don't you understand, Coulter? If you'd lost it that evening, somebody else might have picked it up and used it. The man has identified your knife.
It couldn't have been mine.
Why are you so certain you had it the next morning?
So I told you I put it by my bed.
Did any of the rest of you see it after that?
You may have lost it, Stan. I didn't see it.
Look, I told you I still had it when I got home.
All right. Now, Webster is Will you listen to me? Webster is conducting this case with a view to blackening your characters to such an extent that you'll be found guilty, knife or no knife. Every time I ask you if what the witnesses say is true, you tell me it is. It's hopeless. I can't go on shouting circumstantial evidence forever. You've got to give me something to go on. You've got to tell me about that evening.
Look, we've told you.
You haven't told me a thing. Look at the statements you made to the police. You confirm everything they say. You threatened an old man. You've admitted it. You took a pound off a girl. You've said so.
She gave it to me.
You deliberately slashed the rubbish bin. You've owned up to it. Don't you understand? This is hooliganism. And you spread your net right across London.
Whose side are you supposed to be on? I thought you were defending us.
What have you given me to defend? You throw a man's fare right across the bus? Why are you using a knife on the top of a London bus? Cleaning your nails.
Don't believe anything we tell you, do you?
If I believed you, don't you understand? You'd be found guilty on your own admission. You spread your net of terrorism half over London. Now then, listen to me. You knocked down an old woman at the bus stop.
I was going to apologize.
Not good enough. I want more than that.
I said I was going to apologize.
Yes, well, don't keep on saying that. I've got that down here. Don't keep on saying it like a parrot. Why were you looking through the side door of the garage?
Yeah, that's right, and I seen a cash box, but I wasn't looking at that. I can't remember what it was.
Well, you're going to have to remember it if we stay here all night. What are you trying to hide that's more important than your own skin, you idiot?
Oh, lay off him.
I'm not paid to lay off him.
Leave him alone, you fat old...
He didn't mean it.
Billy, why is fat a swear word?
I didn't mean it.
But you did. You used it as a swear word.
No, he didn't. He didn't use it as swear. He just called you fat.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Don't try and teach me about that word. Good gracious, I knew about that word long before any of the rest of you were born. I've never been allowed to forget it.
Well, you keep going on about. You said he's sorry, didn't he?
What difference does that make? Does it help him understand why he said it? Does it help him understand what happened to me when he did say it? I was back again at school, standing as far away from the swimming pool as possible.
Why?
Because I didn't want to be pushed in, you chump. Work it out for yourself. A fat boy has to stay at the back always. If he doesn't, you can depend upon some bright youngster singing out, "Look at that fat man." Well, now, we've dealt with fat boys. Let's talk about teddy boys. You know, I've told you more about myself in the last minute than any of you have told me about yourselves. I don't want you to go into the box tomorrow and just repeat what's written down here. I want the court to hear what Ginger and Barney and Stan and Billy are really like behind this great, tough act. And remember, you'll be dealing with Victor Webster.